Guys, before this video drops, you've got to see what's available today at 3 p.m. on youneedacandles.com. Link will be in the description. We've got Friday the 13th, the series candles with a really cool blue Jason. These smell immaculate. But of course, if we're doing 80s TV shows, we have to have a Freddy's Nightmares candles. This one has a brain on top. So cool. And if you love vintage video labels, we have a Vestron wax melt, a Media wax melt, a Midnight Video wax melt, and the ever controversial Wizard Video wax melt. This is the launch of all launches today at 3 p.m. Don't miss out. These candles are the coolest ones we've done. 3 p.m. today, link in the description. Get them, guys. You guys are gonna love them. Hey guys, what is going on? This is Roll Pal CHH. Today we're looking at a new Jason bust. Now, the big problem I'm already going to have is figuring out where to put this sucker. But, you know, it's Friday the 13th, so God knows I will figure it out. But before I show you the new one, which is right off camera right there, let's do a quick breeze through of the ones that I already have and talk about the ones that I'm ultimately missing still. Alright guys, so you'll see up here we've got this really cool Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, where did I get this one from? I got it off of eBay, and it was from 2000, I think 11 or 12. I don't have much information, but I've done a really cool unboxing on it. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's I went all out for that video, but I actually had to buy the burlap sack myself. They didn't come with one, so I bought this burlap from like, I can't even remember what store it was, to be honest with you. Got the string, and it looks pretty good. Cut the eye hole out for him, and you know, there I have that. Next up, I've got this amazing Friday the 13th Part 3 bust. This sucker right here is absolutely fantastic. The skin on him is almost too realistic. He comes on a big base, and the hockey mask was actually painted by my buddy Pizzo, if you can imagine that. And he did a really good job. So even the eyes are freaky. So he's really cool. Down here you'll see we've got our Friday the 13th Part 5. Roy Burns. Now this is a legendary one. This is a Jeremy Bohr model. Now Mr. Bohr, I don't know if he does busts anymore, but this one is from like 2000 and I think 6 or 7. The hockey mask came with it. I bought this from a private collector that actually was local to me, and there's been a lot of good Roy Burns throughout the years, but this is the only one that I think truly captures the essence of the character, with the almost look he has where he's no longer there. He's under the control. There's no life in his eyes, so to speak. It's a fantastic piece. And when I set him up, I kind of try to like to set him up to where you could barely see his eyes. Just a little bit like that. Now this right here is a Friday the 13th Part 4 bust from the Devil's Latex. Now this was actually his older model that he had on flash sale. If you can believe it, he's actually got a more improved model than this. But yeah, this one looks great. I can't remember if I asked him to add the blood, like basically at the end of the movie or not, but ultimately that's what I have. And the hockey mask as well came with, if memory serves. Or maybe it didn't. I might have bought that. It's been so long. But that's my Part 4, which I love a lot. Coming up here, we've got my Part 6 that I bought from a private collector. There's some good Part 6s out there now. This one comes with the shirt. Hockey mask is spot on for that Part 6. I really like it. Got those big straps on him. Looks really good. I like the Part 6 a lot. Then I have my remake, which I kind of need to move them around. But that's just kind of where I have them now because it fits right there. Really like that. The hockey mask was painted by Pizzo. And I don't know if he does them anymore. I think he said that the people he was getting his masks from kind of like tripled the price of the blanks. So I think he's retired. For now, anyway. But I got that bust years ago. And then there's my Part 7. Really nice weathered shirt on that Part 7. That's the hockey mask. Hockey mask is great on that part 7. It's pretty spot on. I like that one a lot. Coming down here, we've got my Jason Goes Straight to Hell. It's not great. I think I did okay though, but I got a shirt that's pretty close to the color, kind of like this, kind of like a mix between like a tan and a blue. And I did my best to weather it. You know, I get some burn marks on him right there. I burned the collar a little bit. Got some holes on him. So I thought I did okay on the shirt. Hockey mask came from Camp 13 or something. But this is silicone. I mean, this is resin. You hear that? It's very, very hard. That didn't sound right. And right here is my big torso-filled Jason Takes Manhattan. Right now I'm sporting the poster mask on him. Now, interesting story about this one. I actually got this based off of a trade. So I had a Texas Chainsaw bust that was from Creation X that he doesn't make anymore. And I had a gentleman that really wanted that bust. And he wore me down. I would tell him no, I would tell him no. And he was like, dude, just name your price. I said, if you can get me a full torso Jason Takes Manhattan from Devil's Latex, which is, it's very expensive. This thing is probably 800 bucks. We'll make it happen. And he wanted that leather face. So, you know, I've always wanted a life-size Jason Takes Manhattan, but I thought this would be just as good. I got the torso out of him, and it looks fantastic. So now we're going to go look at the new one I got. Alright, guys, so let's get into it. This is young Jason when he pops out of the lake. One of the, I mean, in my opinion, probably one of the greatest scenes in horror movie history. Now, I got this off of eBay, and there's a few more I want to get. I want to get a Jason X, whether it be pre-Uber or Uber. I'm not too picky, as long as I get one at a, you know, a good price. I want to get a Freddy versus Jason, and then a Mrs. Voorhees head, if I didn't already say that. But this is a very, very thick pull, latex pull. It came with a little mini Friday the 13th 3D printed logo. Just kind of get up on the close up. It's really, he looks gross. He looks like he's muddy, like he's been at the bottom of the lake for a while. Really good design. I mean, they got the shape of the head. You know, he's supposed to be a mongoloid, so you could see that the brain over here, like the roundness of the top of the head is a little bit larger. You got the droopiness of the eye right there. And it just did a really good job. Now, this is a company from Etsy. The name of them I can't remember, but unfortunately he stopped making these. So when I went on Etsy to see if I was getting a fair price based off of what the eBay listing was, I went to go check his Etsy when I saw the maker and saw that he pulled it. He doesn't make it anymore. So I lucked out when I found this eBay listing. And yes, I did get a very, very fair price. Basically a little bit cheaper, just a little bit cheaper than what this was listed for when it was available. And I really like him. I think it looks just like Ari Lehman. I think it looks within 90% actually of, you know, the film. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's a nice little touch with this, you know, kind of moss on him. And the eyes, I guess I think the eyes look great. So I'm pretty pleased. He's a very large size too. Here's my hand next to it. But I'll show you the side profile. I just think it's fantastic. Really gross on the side. There's a lot of debate. People like to say, you know, was the last scene of the film a dream? or was it real? If you ask me, I say it's a dream. You know, because, you know, they never found him in the lake. The police said they didn't find a boy. And then, of course, he's grown up on part 2. So I know that Adam Marcus thinks that it's not a dream sequence based off of, you know, and I love Adam, but he's talked about, you know, when people say, why did you do what you did? Or this movie doesn't make sense. He always says, so you're telling me that it makes sense for him to be a baby in the first movie or a kid in the first movie, and then all of a sudden in part 2, he's, you know, fully grown. Well, my thing is, and I'm not necessarily arguing with Mr. Marcus, because I have a lot of respect for Adam and I love him, but in my opinion, it was definitely a dream sequence. But it was a nightmare that would foreshadow what was to come. You know, so that's it, guys. I think that's about all I can really show. I mean, the back is pretty simple. It's just, you know, a little bit more of this marshy stuff and this goo on the side. But pretty happy to have a part 1. I think it's a really iconic look, albeit, you know, not what people probably initially think of. But I think in terms of horror history, this look of Jason definitely has his moments and his flowers. So, yeah, I really dig it. But that was my birthday present to myself this year. This Friday the 13th, Jason from part 1. Hope you guys like that. Let me know your thoughts on it. And, yeah. Really appreciate it, guys. Have a great weekend. And well, it's not Friday the 13th, but I'll say it anyway. Happy Friday the 13th. It's always great to talk about this iconic franchise that I love so dearly. All right, guys. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Have a great day. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.